Super trend? Super easy? Super profitable? Is that even possible? Stay tuned to find out. Today's video features an easy-to-follow strategy I discovered on the YouTube channel TradeIQ. It utilizes two Supertrend indicators on a 5-minute Heikin-Ashi chart. While the backtesting results look promising, let's try this strategy and see if it can work in my daily trading plan. Backtesting is a great first step, but it rarely considers real-world situations like the limited amount of time each day the average trader has available. This is why so often when you try and implement one of these strategies, it fails to perform as it had in the backtest. Most strategies that use a 5-minute chart are likely day trading strategies, so I'm going to put this system to the test using my day trading time frame, which is the U.S. stock market regular trading hours. For me, I'm located in the central time zone in the U.S., so my trading hours are from 8:30 in the morning until the market closes at 3 in the afternoon. For this strategy, I used a risk of 2 to 1 and followed a trailing stop plan to limit my losses. Okay, for indicators today, we're using two Supertrend indicators by everget and adjusting the levels for the first Supertrend indicator to 14 on the ATR period, and the multiplier is set to 2. For the second Supertrend indicator, the ATR is set to 21 and the multiplier to 1. I've also added a Sessions on Chart indicator by Aurochs to visually indicate my trading session, but this is completely optional and will have no effect on the system itself. As mentioned, this uses Heikin-Ashi candles, and while many traders have reservations about Heikin-Ashi, I believe it's a valuable bar type as long as you remember it's simply an indicator. I have used a second chart showing a traditional 5-minute candlestick chart to visualize the actual price action and to keep track of the actual entry and exit prices. To trade this strategy, I simply enter a long or short trade on the open of the first candle following a confirmation of both Supertrend indicators signaling the same direction. My stop is placed at the lower Supertrend level for a long, and of course at the higher Supertrend level when taking a short trade. As mentioned before, as the price moves, when you see a candle pierce the Supertrend indicator, I move my stop to just below the candle as soon as the next bar starts forming. Now let's take a look at some trades from the last few days. Most experts suggest taking at least 20 trades with a new strategy before you can determine its likelihood of success, and that's only after following its successful backtesting. I did this testing using the Bitcoin USD chart and calculated the return on trading the value of one Bitcoin to make a consistent gauge of success and failure. Using the parameters mentioned earlier, it took 7 days to gather up 20 trades, and I actually recorded 22 trades to complete what I felt was a good sample of trades to determine how successful this system could be. Each day, I factored stopping trading when I reached either 2 wins or 2 losses on the day. Since this is a trend-following strategy, and this will limit the amount of potential losses when you encounter one of those tight range days. This system will not work well in that day, and you'll lose money. This proved quite successful, and though I didn't record beyond the 22 trades, I did test further back and saw the same consistent results on many days. As you'll see, the results of this test was 14 winning trades with 8 losing trades, the biggest winning trade being $287 and the biggest losing trade $109. The trailing stop greatly helps with controlling losses and allows for a very nice buildup of equity in this test. The Supertrend strategy proved quite successful and consistent, and while it increased the Bitcoin account by over $1,500 for this test, I also want to show some quick examples from other markets taken from today's charts. I put this strategy to the test on Apple and Tesla stocks, the NASDAQ and crude oil futures, as well as the Forex Euro US dollar and the US dollar Swiss franc, and just for the fun of it we threw in the QQQ ETF, all showing promising results. This Supertrend strategy shows great promise and is definitely worthy of consideration, but be sure and thoroughly test it yourself in a paper trading scenario before putting any real money at risk. If you enjoyed this video, be sure and subscribe and hit that like button so you'll be notified when new videos are released. And be sure and check out some of these other great videos.